YouTube. Hey YouTube, good afternoon, good morning, good evening. I wanted to take a few minutes to show this gun. It's obviously you saw the Taurus G3X, and what it is it's a cross between the Taurus G3C. The G3C is the same size as the top, and the handle is the same size as just the G full size model. By the way, the picture that I chose, I was trying to get a catchy picture. It had the mag extension in it. That's actually a 17 round mag, but you can make those. You can make a 17, a 20, and a 15, and 18. So there's two 15 round magazines that come with the gun, and that's what it looks like. Normal, and actually that looks normal to me. When I look at it now, of course I have it, I'm messing with it all the time. I got it back in October, and before I buy anything, I'll always research it on the internet, and in that process I learned about upgrades that you can do. And getting back to what I was saying is when I bought this, it comes with two 15 round magazines, so altogether I have just a plain 15 round magazine in there in the mag rail, and they drop free easy. And then the other 15 round I changed to an 18 round, and you get these extenders. I'm sure you've seen them, but I got those at Galloway Precision. They're a real good outfit to work with, and I like theirs. There's lots of places to get them, but I just had the best luck with theirs. And I added stippling on that because, if your hands are wet or whatever, I wanted to be able to grab the magazine as quick as, rather than it being just plain plastic. So you can get those at Galloway Precision. So I'll just kind of quickly go through the upgrades. I don't know. The first thing you probably notice is the trigger, and it's a flat trigger. Give you a little better look at that. It's flat, and it's got a little take up, but I like it better than the one that was on there. So let's take a look at the trigger. So you got a wall there, little wall. Then it goes off, reset. There's the reset. And this trigger is really nice. I got it from keeptinkering.com. He makes specialized triggers for the different types of Tauruses. But really, it's a nice gun just right out of the box. And the only thing I didn't like about it, even though the trigger was fine, is this is a lot like a Glock. And of course, a lot of people, they compare it to a Glock because you know, the way it's taken down and everything, and they say it shoots like a Glock, but it's smaller than a Glock. This is the, keep in mind, this part here would be smaller than a Glock 19 slide, and that's their Taurus's concealed carry gun with a much shorter handle. But when I went to the gun shop, and I had in mind I was going to get a G3C or a full-size G3, which would be a 4-inch barrel, so it would go with this magwell. And you know, I didn't see these. I didn't even know they existed. And you know, I asked, I said, "What's that?" And he said, "That's the G3X." And I said, "Can I see that?" And I put it in my hand automatically. There was no doubt. I thought, "Man, that is perfect." I just loved it. And you know, I had in my mind things I was going to do with it, but I hate to nitpick, but getting back to the trigger, these have been out for a while. There's a G series that goes back to G2 and PT111. But it had a Glock trigger. I was telling you they're like Glocks. And it had a little paddle that stuck out. And it was fine. You know, nothing wrong with that. It's a good trigger. But I'm so used to these. I got set in my ways. So replace the trigger on it and put a light laser on it. This is an Olight Balder. So the paddle is on, and you can put the laser and light on at the same time, or one or the other, and then a short press turns it off, or you can just momentarily turn it on. But to switch between the modes, there's a switch down here, but you know, that's just an accessory. It's not really an upgrade, but it comes off easy. Just flip that switch, and there you go. There's the gun. So really, it's small, you know. And I'm not really a night sight person, but you know, as I've learned about guns and gained experience, you know, you really should have a night light, you know, because you got to see what you're shooting. Actually, what I had changed sights on so many different guns, 2 night sights, that I thought, well, you know, with these, don't need to do that, because I like these sights. I knew what they were like. The back is just flat black. There's no markings, and there's a white dot up here. And what I found is, when I went to the range and during shooting, me personally, until you see that white dot, you're not going to hit your target. So as soon as I see that white dot, that's when I fire. And this is a flat shooting gun. I did change the barrel out too. The barrel, the stock barrel that comes with it is fine. Nothing wrong with it. I just knew that lake line, and keep that in mind, lake line, because they're the big company that has just about anything you want to accessorize your gun. But they have these barrels, and I don't know if you can see that on top there, but it's got a port in it, and it acts just like a muzzle brake on an armor light rifle or an AR. So when you fire the gun, the gas comes out the top and keeps the gun down, keeps it from flipping up, because that's what you're fighting is recoil. And I found once I put that on, outside of just the sheer design of it, that allows you to get such a good grip on it and control it, when you add that onto it, it's a flat shooting gun, and I really like it. It's the funny thing is I'm sure there's lots of people that have paid more, but I've paid in excess of $600 for a gun. But this is like a $600 gun. Actually, I like them better than Glocks, and I've heard other people say that as well. But it was $236. I saw it on budsgunshop.com, and it didn't take me long to order it, and I got it back in October. Today's December 24th, and I've had it since October. It's taken a while to get all the things that I've put on it, and that's one of them. And they have another type too that it extends out to 4 inches. It's not too far, and it's a threaded barrel, and it's got a port in it also, and you can protect the threads and still get the benefit of the port that keeps it flat. Or you can just get a plain one, thread protector, or put it on there in case you want to put an accessory suppressor on there. But I would have liked to have had both, but I thought, well, I probably should just choose one or the other, and I kind of thought this one would be the best to fit in a holster. And that was another thing, I found a holster, and I've used these secret holsters for probably 8-10 years, and fits perfect. It's a little tight in the beginning, but it molds just like any other holster, and it just moves with your body. But I'm getting off topic here. So you can get just about anything. Like I say, there's different types of ported barrels, and it's also, let's see, it's also fluted. If you can see that, you can see the little marks in it. These are really nice barrels. So it's fluted, so that's going to allow the slide to go back and forth quicker. They have them in gold. You can get gold ones, black ones. It's kind of funny. I like it, but like I got the stainless steel barrel, so you can get a stainless steel guide rod and spring for it. So if you can see, it matches up. So you can trick it out however you want. I wasn't really interested in that part of it, but that's the fun part of it for me. And the lake line they're really good to work with. But I first saw those on, let's see, the channel is called Silk, SILK, Livin, LIVIN, and he's got a lot of good information on pretty much all the different types of barrels. He's got the different colors, and so that's if you're gonna get one of these, or if you have one, you can upgrade any of the G series with those barrels. That's the other thing. I was looking at the G from the 4X. So this is the G3X, and then next step up is another concealed carry. Their G4. 4 4X, just plain 4X, but yeah, I held that in my hand too, and it is just too small. You know, like I said, I put this in my hand, and it was, I just knew this is the one I was going to get. Got online, had it shipped to me, and back in October, and went to work on it. But anyway, the takedown on it is simple. There's these little notches on each side, and you pull back. It's just like the Glock. Pull back a little bit, and you pull down on those tabs, and that releases the one of the lugs on the bottom of the barrel. Then let go, pull the trigger, top comes right off. And that's a little dirty here, but there's the stainless steel guide rod. It comes with a plastic one, and here's a little better look at the barrel. It is a little bit longer than stock, so it takes a little bit of wiggling sometimes to get it in there. There we go. But these barrels are just awesome. I put about 300 or 400 rounds through it so far, and I was really surprised because I was just firing and firing and firing. The first time I cleaned it, you know, the feed ramp was black, but it was feeding bullets like it was clean as could be, you know. So I was pretty happy about that. So I've never seen barrels that are this good of quality, and I may get the one that is a little bit longer, just for the heck of it. I don't know, but let's see, it was in that way. Second notch down. Yeah. And there we go. Anyway, nice gun. Check them out. Upgrade your gun, and see how much of a difference you can make a good gun, a really good gun, through Lakeline or Galloway Precision. And you know, the trigger, keep tinkering that. The reason I keep mentioning that is because I like it, and it was only $30. Comes with a spring that's better than the spring that's in it. Well, not necessarily better, but it's heavier, and there's a reason that the designer did that, because of the trigger bar, so it'll last longer. But he pretty much thought of everything on that. Those are super good triggers. But anyway, check them out, and if you have any questions, let me know. I'll try to get back with you as soon as I can. Just put them down below, and I'll get back with you sooner or later. But that's the G3X, and it's a crossover between the GC3 and the G3. And by the way, Glock has a crossover too. And as far as I know, Taurus and Glock are the only two manufacturers that have that. But anyway, that's it. Hope you liked it. Talk to you later.